there were some interesting decisions made, as there are most weekends, driven by analytics sometimes, not driven by a full consideration of all the various factors and other dynamics that go into making these decisions to go or not go for it, taking points versus going for it on fourth down. There are a couple of these that you've selected, and this one, and as it was unfolding, before we could even tell, because you can tell when they're going to go for it because the play caller's looking at the play sheet instead of sending the field goal unit out there. When the Giants got down toward the Detroit goal line, facing 4th and goal from the 6 with 2:59 left in the fourth quarter, they were up by 3, 27-24. A field goal would have put them up by 6, and I believe it would have set the stage for a 31-30 loss. They opted instead to go for it, deliver the death blow, go up by 10, and put the Lions in a pickle. They went for it, and the ball was not picked off, it was incomplete, at the back of the end zone, and the Lions obviously went down, forced overtime, and then won the game in the extra session. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't agree with it, right? I don't agree with it here. One, I want to go, hey, the Giants have been playing this, hey, we'll go for it, we got nothing to lose mode. Like, they've done that, how many times? And, oh, that's right, we're breaking records for 10-point losses, giving them up in the fourth quarter. So my first thing is just to go, let's try another approach, because aggressive go for it ain't working there in New York right now. That's my first thing. But I think they bungled the whole thing there. Throwing the ball on second down was stupid into the end zone and not chewing up clock there. But on top of that, okay, now we have a third down call, 3rd and 2 from the 2. We just lost 4 yards on a running play. So now it's 4th and 6. And we feel like, oh, hey, we'll just make a play here and make it happen. The Giants haven't really delivered in that moment the whole year. And within that, okay, we haven't done that. I'm still a proponent of make the other team go down and score a touchdown. That's still the hardest thing to do in this sport. And all on top of that, like you've talked about before too, the psychology of it. That's where analytics is messing up. Right? Oh, we're up 3. We don't make it. Oh, we didn't make it. Oh, and the Lions are over there like, yeah, they didn't make it. We got a chance here. So you're up 3 and you're feeling horrible about yourself. And the other team, is good on offense. And their chances, to me, even though backed up, getting into field goal range, are still much greater than if we just kick the field goal. And now we're the Giants going, we're up 6. They got to go down and score a touchdown on us. And then the Lions are going, whoo. Man, a touchdown, okay, right? I mean, we can do it, but this, getting in the end zone's tough, especially if we don't break a big play. So I just think within all of that there, I don't like that aspect of it. And yes, if I was coaching that Giants team, I would have ran the ball on second down. And after the third down 4-yard loss, I would have kicked the field goal and gone up 6 and kept the positive momentum, psychology there, and have all the pressure on the Lions about we haven't played our best today, we haven't done the best, and now we have to go score a touchdown. That to me was the wrong decision.
Here's Giants interim coach Mike Kafka explaining his decision to go for it there in lieu of taking the field goal.
Yeah, we did want to be aggressive. Just thought it was a good time to just take points in that situation, go up 2 scores, and just, we had a good flow, wanted to just go up 2 scores. Yeah, we're just trying to score as many points as possible and trying to win the game. So if we're going to be aggressive on 4th down, that means that we like the play call and like we want to do. I think there's times in the game where you just got to take that into consideration of, when you want to kick a field goal, when you want to go for a touchdown. I thought all game we had really good consensus and really good communication with the entire staff, our game management crew, on when we want to be aggressive and be calculated when we can go for 4th downs and take shots at the end zone. Our decision was, I thought, a correct one. I stand by it. And, we took points to go up 10 points.
No. You didn't take points. If you took points, you would have kicked a field goal. You took no points. Yeah. That's where nobody can say this is where we are in the world of the NFL. You're not allowed to question aggressive anymore. That's not allowed. We're aggressive. Where's the follow-up? That's what I don't understand. Hey, the play before was a 4-yard loss, right? You ran a basic, everybody cross. We see everybody does that play at the 5. You just thought that was definitely going to work? Like the Lions haven't seen that one before? Yeah, I just don't agree with that one at all.
The Cowboys had a similar situation after they had rallied down 21-0 to tie the game up. There was that great hustle play after the ill-advised decision by Xavier Gibson to catch a punt at the 1. He ran around. The ball came out. The Cowboys got it. They got the short field. They forced 4th and goal from the 1, and they decided to go for it in a tie game with 3:46 to play. Obviously, a field goal would have put them up by 3. They would have kicked off, which would have been far better field position for the Philadelphia Eagles than inside the 2. And it worked. And look, I'll give you my take on it first.
Yeah.
I was surprised that they didn't take the field goal, but when I thought about it, okay,
right.
Once you kick off, anything can happen. Anything can happen with this new kickoff. I'd rather put that Eagles struggling, sluggish offense inside its own 2 and dare it to get in field goal range. It's a risk, calculated risk. It worked out because the Eagles eventually sputtered. The Cowboys got the ball back with enough time to get in field goal position for Brandon Aubrey, and they won the game. And it would have been, hey, go up 7. Okay, that's one thing. But it's a tie game, and we think we can get the ball back, and they were right.
Yeah, listen, I have no problem with this one. You know me. I'm Johnny Mr. Kick the Field Goal guy usually all the time here. But I think you laid it out the right way. The Eagles' offense had not done anything since the middle of the second quarter. And it's the Eagles, too. So I can understand going, hey, wait, they're the better team. They've shown the ability to win a lot of these clutch games. Maybe we got to put them away right here. That one I'm not going to argue with. I'm not. So I'm good with that one. So just to show everybody out there, I'm not always that guy. It's about the situations, the team, the feel, all of that. I get it. So that's one there where I'm behind it all the way. But there was another one that was in another game at the same time that I didn't agree with, and as far as the Cardinals and the Jaguars, that I would certainly question a lot more than I would question this one right there. I got no issue with at all with what the Cowboys did in Brian Schottenheimer.
Let's go to this one then. In Arizona, Liam Coen decided to go for it on 4th down instead of kicking a field goal. 4th and 1 from the Arizona 19. Jaguars were up 27-24 with 1:59 to play. A field goal would have put them up by 6. Incomplete pass to the end zone on 4th and 1. Being aggressive, defying expectations. We're going to catch him napping. They're not going to expect that. It looks great when it works. It looks ridiculous when it doesn't work. So give me your thoughts on that.
Well, this one, I have a big-time problem with this one. First off, you're the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? You got a chance here again for my money where I'd go, you're not at the 2 or 3 yard line like the Eagles or anything like that. You're literally in a spot where if you don't get it, they get 3 completions, they're going to be able to tie the football game, basically, right? I mean, that's where we're at there. So that field position alone would make me second guess that. And then we're on a day where Trevor Lawrence is doing dumb shit, right? So I go, what? Well, so now we just think that we're going to trust it? No, now we're going to trust it.
So much for cleaning up the language because we're back on ESPN.
Sorry, everybody.
Or ESPN, there. NBCSN.
Right. And then,
I'm looking at ESPN.com. We're never going to be on ESPN.
Damn.
We'll never be on ESPN.
I think yours was worse than mine, actually. Then they run a play, too. Then they run a play, too, that I would go, you hear me and Jason Garrett talk about this all the time. Everybody runs that play. Everybody in football has seen that play 9 million times already. So it's not like it was like, oh, we had one in the bag that we felt really good with. It's like, oh, you went with the play that every team in football runs and every 3rd and 1 in every game. So, yeah, don't agree with that at all. And, again, Arizona go up by 6. It's the Arizona Cardinals, who we know have had issues on the offensive side of the ball. Make them drive down and score a touchdown to beat you. Instead, you had a shamrock up your butt, and you got lucky that you won it in overtime. But the game went to overtime, and yeah, again, but we were trying to be aggressive. And that at the end of the day, that's all that needs to be said. I'm aggressive. And if you say that, man, then you're right. Man, aggressive. I'm just going to say that to anything I question anymore. I'm just trying to be aggressive.
Aggressive has become code for relying on analytics. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And if you rely on analytics, don't question analytics, because then the analytics mafia comes after you because you're stupid and they're smart. And we've done this before. And come at me, analytics mob. It's not just analytics, and there's a place for analytics. It can't take over the entire. It's like AI.
Yeah.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why there's some pushback against analytics because it's too associated with AI. And we're just kind of submitting the game to what a computer tells us to do instead of using our good common sense, experience, feel, all the different factors that can't be calculated. And let me just say this. Gary's telling me to break, but I want to add one thing as it relates to coaching decisions, because yesterday we got into what the Panthers chose to do after the 15-yard penalty following the extra point that would have made the score 17-10. They took the point off the board. They ran a pass from shotgun formation from the 1. They should have just done that from the 2 in the first place. Well, that didn't make any sense. But I do want to add this.
Yeah.
Because what we said yesterday was they should have just kicked off from the 50, kicked it out of bounds, and put the 49ers on the 25. And that's a tweak in the rules that isn't as commonly known as it needs to be. So we're trying to get the message out. This is an option. And I'm not sure. I don't think the Panthers even it was a knee jerk. We're just going to go for 2. A coach texted me yesterday and said, you know what you do in that spot? You kick an onside kick from the 50 because you're trailing. And this year, if you're trailing in any quarter of the game, you can do an onside kick. You kick the onside kick from the 50. Yeah, you got a small chance of recovering it. But if you don't, they get the ball between the 35 and the 40. That's where they may have had it anyway on a normal kickoff.
Right.
It's worth the opportunity to steal a possession and maybe tie the game.
Or these kickers have gotten good enough where we're seeing they can kick the ball in the landing area and kick it high, and they return it and they get the ball at their own 15-yard line. But I'm with you, and to me that's the play. Again, that's the old school play. Now the new school play is aggressive. We're going for 2. We moved up 3 feet. We weren't going to go for 2, but we moved up 3 feet. Now we are. Which I also want to go, guys, what's the difference? Then just go for 2 on the 2. Like, we're getting the 1 yard is going to make the difference, and then we're going to throw the ball, like you said, too. And it's just, as we know in the NFL, like we just watched with all these teams, running the ball up the middle in those moments, it's almost impossible. Nobody ever does it. These freaking D tackles are as crazy and as awesome and as good as ever. There's way more good defensive linemen than offensive linemen in football. So I love how every coach just goes, well, we got it at the 1 now. We'll get 2 points here. No problem. Like, what are you talking about? We're lost in a world of idiocy right now with analytics that I just don't get. And I think that is the play. And I think a lot of your smart old school coaches that are into game management and all that know that's the play already. And you'll start to see it more in some of these big games if it happens down the stretch.
Unless you're the Eagles and you have the tush push, or you've got a Walter Payton who can vault over the line of
there
scrimmage.
You go. Right.
What are you doing? What are you doing? The 1 yard makes no difference to your 2-point play. If anything, if you're going to pass the ball, you're packing everyone in tighter in 11 yards of space instead of 12 yards of space. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.